Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors. We're going to talk, this is all the Hornbeaks I have at the house right now. We're going to talk about my boy Jed Hornbeak. We're going to talk about Donnie B all day. We're going to throw out an idea that Stephen Sabo sent me that I'm loving. We're going to shout out JS Bladecraft, my brother Joe. This ain't going to be a long one. We're going to clip along. Stick with us. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to show you these. I've got this one I got from Jed at Blade Show. I bought it. This one I collabed with Jeb on. This one Donnie B all day sent me to check out. I am super excited. Now these two we're going to do hard use reviews on, so we'll deep dive them. The Scabber Stabber, like I said, is kind of like my all-time. It's kind of like an heirloom. It's like the Randall that JR got me. Big shout out to JR. Big shout out, big love. But those two knives are probably two that I won't use. Could I? Yeah, both of them. The Randall is rock solid. This knife, rock solid. We're going to talk about it a little bit. Listen, I'm going to show you all these knives. I'm going to tell you the idea, and we're going to roll on. First of all, if you've heard the name Sabo on the channel, if you remember, he's the one that gifted me the Colossus. He's a big part of this story, so stick around. Let me do my introduction. Let me show you these knives in and out, and then we'll start talking. Guys, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives, and the stats are everywhere now. We're coming up on a holiday weekend. That number's going to go up. I don't like to think about it, but we got to think about it. So here's the deal. This is why on this channel we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. Man, you have a place here. We're back to blue over here. We sport Leo. Now listen, that's not a popular thing, and I understand it. Here's what's important about my causes. They're mine. I don't hold it against anybody if they say, Scab, I totally disagree. That's totally understandable. It really is. But for me, it's a personal choice. My kid's going to be a cop. He's in the academy now. So it is what it is. How do I do it? Well, I don't break the damn law. Used to a lot. Not the most cleanest living person in the past. We're trying to change that around. That's my contribution. Finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. That's a big one. Listen, this I haven't had this knife but a couple weeks, and I've got a shit ton of comments on it. This is Jed Hornbeak's coffin handle Bowie in A2. The only way to get this knife, point blank period, is to get a hold of Jed Hornbeak. You can do that through Instagram. Look, and I'm not being smart. Jed, J-E-D, Hornbeak. He's from Tennessee. He's an awesome guy. Billy from Apex Alchemy, shout out to Billy, went by and seen him last Sunday, and he was just amazed. So you can reach out to Jed through Instagram, or you can hit him up. You can look in the description. There'll be an email. Here's the thing. Jed, I'm going to pull this all together. Tuesday, we had our live with Benjamin Belkin. Awesome dude. After which, Sabo emailed me. He said, Scab, I don't have a ton of money to donate to Donnie. I'm cash strapped. But I got some knives. Why don't we run a knife raffle? That had already been on my mind, Sabo. I'm telling you, it had. So I said, okay. I said, all right. I said, we'll talk about it. He said, I've got 3 or 4 knives I want to donate, and we can raffle them off. And I'll tell you guys how we're going to do it in a minute. I said, man, that would be awesome. That night, Jed Hornbeak called me. Now, we don't do politics, religion, or her. I don't talk about my personal belief. But I believe everything happens for a reason. Hornbeak called me. We're talking about Donnie. Just to be honest with you, he was concerned. So this is what he said. He said, hey, man, this is what Jed Hornbeak, the maker of this knife, said. Hey, man, I'm going to send you a knife, do a review on it, and put it in your raffle. I said, what do you mean? He goes, I think we should raffle it off. Do you think that'll work? He said, no, I don't know how to do it. If there's anybody worse at technology than I am, which is hard to believe, it's Jed. Trust me, we did a collaboration. I think it was Hornbeak Queen. It was, but anyway. So Jed Hornbeak is now throwing in on the raffle. So Sabo's sending 3 or 4. He's sending a Tops Pray Through War buoy. He's sending some Work Tough gear. I'm going to add 1, if not 2 Work Tough gears. Plus JR, shout out to JR, gave me a Doug Ritter, Hogue Ritter fixed blade. I can't do all the numbers, and Mr. Ritter, I apologize. It's the RSK MSK fixed blade. I'm going to raffle it off. This is going to be the biggest knife raffle in the world. Why are we doing it? Because Donnie is sick. He's bad sick, and he needs help. And when your brother needs help, you jump in and you do what you know to do. I don't know anything else to do but to raffle off some knives, raise some money. And here's how we're going to do it. And then we're going to move on to the next knife. Here's what we've come up with. Just like we do our charity videos, right? Our veterans benefits. We're going to have you send the money. Like if you get in, we're going to have you send the money directly to Donnie, screenshot the donation on PayPal, no pertinent information's on there. You'll send me the screenshot via email. we'll put you in. I'll have all the particulars next week on how much it's going to cost to get in the raffle, how many tickets you can get, and the tier system. If you would like to donate a knife, you are more than welcome to do so, but we need to put a hard deadline on it. Matter of fact, next Wednesday, July 5th, I'm going to make a video. We need to get this thing going. I'm not saying the 5th is the deadline because of the holiday and all that, but I'll have solid info by then. Now, having said that, I think it's what we ought to do. So I got a hold of Joe JS Bladecraft, shout out to him. He's on board, full tilt. Sabo's on board, full tilt. Hornbeak's on full tilt. I text Donnie today, I said, hey bro, listen, just a heads up, I'm doing a knife raffle. I'm not asking you because I'm going to do it anyway. So Donnie begrudgingly is like, all right, so here's the deal. Jed Hornbeak's going to make a custom knife. I'm going to review it because we're going to raffle it off. Now, this knife in particular, again, I get a lot of comments on the coffin handle buoy. Listen, Jed Hornbeak's one of the nicest guys, best makers on the planet. Instagram or the email in the description, hit him up, check him out. I love this knife. I can't wait to review this knife. It's a damn, look at, I mean, it's just a beast, dude. It's just a monster. And having a raffle that we can raffle something like this off, or a Hornbeak original, because he's about to blow the hell up, is amazing. Now, this is my Kermit Hornet. You guys have seen it a million times. This ain't gonna be a long video. I just wanted to get this out there. I wanted to shout out Jed some too. Here's the dopest things for raising money for Donnie. The second dopest thing is Jed, because you gotta know Jed, man. I mean, like, people's like, Scab, oh, you're a good guy and all that, but you know, kind of asshole too. Jed's just salt of the earth. I mean, dude's just, if you've seen that picture I put up on my community page of all of us together, he just looks like a good dude. Jed is awesome. So Jed said, Scab, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send you a couple more knives so you can review them and then just send them back to me. I'm like, hell yeah. So we're gonna have some hard use reviews of Jed Hornbeak stuff. And that's the kind of dude Jed is. Hey man, do me some reviews. And I said, Jed, I'll send them right back to you. You can, because he can clean them up and sell them. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. This is my Kermit Hornet. I've got some kind of stance going on here. I don't know. It's been a long day. I love this knife. Now, somebody brought up this asymmetrical handle. This is in CPM 3V, which I do love that steel. They said they didn't, and I'm trying to paraphrase. It wasn't like negative. Not every comment I mentioned is negative. They had a great point. They're like, you know, Scab, that asymmetrical handle. I had a mishap one time on not orienting the knife. Shit. Which made sense in my head, but then I thought, you know what? If I were in a situation where I have to use this, right, in some kind of self-defense, and I drop it, the beauty of this knife, even though it's asymmetrical here, is it's double-edged. And I do think that matters on this knife, because this isn't a bushcraft knife. Y'all know that, I know that. Now, we're going to test it the way we test. Look at the light on that thing, dude. Look at that edge. That's just dope. We're going to test it the way we test it. We got to do that. But man, that's just a good looking knife. And again, Hornbeak's an amazing maker. If you want to reach out, reach out. And I'm not saying any of that to be mean or ugly. I'm just saying sometimes guys will be like, hey man, drop me a link. I don't mind hitting Google for you here and there, but with Hornbeak, it's it's just he's on Instagram, and that's what it is. He's not selling through a distributor. He's a small custom maker who is making a go of it, and he's a hell of a maker. I'm going to show y'all one more, and then we outie. That's shit, I've showed you that one 5 times. This one, y'all know what this one is. But for those of you who are not familiar with Jed's work, this is the Scabber Stabber. What I want to do is just walk you through it real quick, and then we'll wrap it. This sheath Jed made. And I want you to look at the thickness there. Double stitching. Y'all know the red and black's just it for me. G10 handles, wig splitter, red liners, full tank, I believe. Now guys, I believe this is 5160. It's been a while and I forgot. He's got them now in 3V, and it is the Scabber Stabber. But this is ostrich skin here, this red. He's got ray skin, he's got eel skin, he's got some dope inlays right here, right? This to me, and I'm not, you know, if you've watched this damn channel for more than a month, you know, I mentioned the sheath 40-50% of the time. I got to get better on that because it does matter. I'm not a sheath guy. But when it comes to something like this, when you look at this, Hornbeak right there, again, the stitching, the loop, this is just dope. And somebody said, I want to see it test something. We'll buy you one. Not chop wood, chop fences. This one's going to my son and then my grandsons, and that's the only reason, guys. Now, that's why I'm so excited about Jed sending knives, not only for the raffle, we're raffling one off for Donnie, but to test, because I'm going to beat the hell out of him, because it's going right back to him, and he'll polish them up, and y'all never know the difference. Let's keep looking. This is a double-edged. Now, I did the tip this way on purpose. I've covered that a million times. I'm not again. The fullers, deep fullers. It also has, we also have 2 choils here, right? Now, would you ever do fine work? Probably not. This honestly, I made this as if you just want the truth of it, kind of as a fun zombie apocalypse, wig splitting badass. If I ever do lose my mind and go on a murderous rampage, and I know don't do the gun. I hope I run in about 3 cops. Every now and then I get out there. Anyway, and just, I don't want to say it's real loud. I got a gun too. Stabber. Now, why am I showing you this at length? Because, one, I believe in supporting the American worker. I really do. I've talked to you about that. I bust my ass day in and day out at work, dude. Jed is a friend. Jed's a brother. Jed's just, he's a guy. Here's the deal, guys, and I'm not make this long. And I know we're not your typical knife channel and all that shit, and that's there's a million that do the same. We do us, right? Here's the thing. I want to surround myself with good people. Jed Hornbeak's good people. Stephen Sabo, combat veteran. Does that make him a good person? No, it means he's a combat veteran, and my hat's off to him. He's a good dude since he's come on. But that can be said for a lot of you. I want to help Jed, and we're changing. This is a totally different direction on this whole video, guys. I love playing with knives. I really do. I want to give you the best. I want to be the best knife demonstrator out there. I'll never be the best knife channel. I won't be. And I'm not saying that for somebody who goes, no, Scott. No, I know I'm not. I don't care. I'm not here for that. I'm never going to be the links guy or all that crap. And I mean, the truth is, I'm probably going to bust my ass at a manual labor job till I can't. And I'm fine with it. But I want to take this channel and this platform, and I want to start helping people grow. If I can help Jed, it ain't nothing to do with the QBCC. Here's the beauty of my channel. We use the shit. And that's not a knock. It's not a slam. I've said that enough now. If you take it as a knock or a slam, that's just on you, bro. Okay? But if I can show you that knife works, and I can introduce you to an American worker, and you go, I'm going to get a knife from Jed, and we can help Jed take off. And let me make this clear. Both of those knives I bought. Now, he gave me a break on both. But I bought them. I paid my money for them. So this ain't about free knives. If we can help people, we're going to. And I'm going to help the people, and please understand what I'm saying, because each and every one of you, I think deep down know where I'm coming from. I don't mind helping anybody on this planet. I'll do everything I can. But if it's somebody that I consistently call a brother and I'm a friend with and I communicate with, what kind of piece of shit would I be if I just took this channel, worried about me and mine, screw everybody else, went out there, whooped it up, and that's not what I want to do. And I know this went left, but it serves 2 purposes. I want to help Jed grow. I want to make sure we got Donnie's bills covered for the medical. The other thing I want to do is help some of you guys that are new to this. You've heard of pass around groups. I'm not in any. Why would I be? I mean, and I'm saying this from this standpoint. A lot of those knives are not hard use users. So what good would it do me? I'm not set up to sit and show you the nuance or talk. I don't have the knife acumen. I'm set up to use the knife. I don't want to, and I know sometimes companies get, and they'll send stuff. I don't want to break. I don't want to be in a pass around group and break somebody's shit or do anything like that. And I'm never just going to just go here unless I break a hand or something I got to. This isn't a shot at anybody. This is how I'm set up. So here's what I'm going to do. Here's the point. And then we're going to close. I'm going to start my own pass around. It's going to be a hard use pass around. The caveat's going to be, if I send you a knife, you got to use it, right? Now, I'm not telling you how. You can sit there and feather stick, you can do whatever. But I want to help people. I want to help people that are new. I hear this all the time, man, I want to do a channel, but I just, or man, I got into this. I need content. Look, I can help you all that. I got a shit ton of knives. Somebody said, Scale, what if you don't get them back? I'll get more. The numbers are great. We're coming in on 50,000, man, and thank you. But more than that, we're at a place now where we can really do something. We can really help people, and that's what I want to do. That's my goal. That's my vision. I know we've been all over the place, and I'm okay with that. Good. Most people are gone now. All this that I've said, I want you to listen. I'm not a tough guy. I never have. Well, I never acted like one. I don't want to. I like getting along. I like laughing. I like cutting up. I like enjoying myself. Like the time we had when we went to Atlanta. It was great, man, just laughing. There's a group of guys, content creators, not trolls. There's been this underlying current with Donnie for the past couple of years. A lot of hate, a lot of discontent, but I ignored it. I'm putting you on notice. I started to hear some the past couple of days. You do what you're going to do. I've ignored it. Fair warning. I'm going to start swinging back. I can hear you now. I'll do what I want. You sure will. And you won't. Fair warning to you. Drop it. Okay? Because I don't want to do this. I don't want to come on here and I don't want to say your name and I don't want to say your channel name and I don't want to talk about how you hate veterans and I don't want to run you in the dirt. But if you fuck with my friend one more time, I'll make it my life's goal to wish you never heard of Donnie B all day or Choir Boys Outdoors. Take it how you want. Okay? All right. Enough of that shit. Man, I love y'all. We got a weekend coming up. We got a bunch of knives to review. Woo, and we're going to do some reviewing. We're going to have a good time. Going to go to my boy Jimbo's. I'm going to try to get her to eat a little barbecue, but I'm going to get him on take that shed knives. We're going to have a good time. Now listen, shout outs. JS Bladecrafts, Joe, my boy. Love him. Steven Sabo. Dude, you're awesome. JR. Just listen, Donnie B all day. Guys, for each and every one of you, I love you all. I hope you all have a great weekend. Hope you have an awesome Friday. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. Love y'all.